Hey guys, it's Kurt coming to you from Busted the Built. Today, transmission. Got a 4L80 here in the house. Gonna do a rebuild on this old girl here. You might be jealous of my sweet little jig I made for it here to put on the engine stand. No worries, all those same materials are available to anyone under the sun. Make yourself one. But we're gonna get into this thing, and the issue at hand is Blackie. He's lost second gear, most of it anyways. First gear, run her out. There's second, and then just give her the old slipski. No good. So I'm pretty sure what's going on is the aluminum case lugs in the case of the transmission have broke off. So I pulled the pan on it and took a look. There was chunks of aluminum in there, so I'm pretty sure that's what it was. And when I put it together, it did have a couple of lugs broken on it already. So this is just a good core unit that I'm going to get tore down and built up, so that way it's just a simple swap in and out, and we'll get that taken care of. Just stick around after the intro. Alright, we got this girl all apart here, and this is what I was talking about on my other cases, these internal lugs on the transmission here. I'm pretty sure that I popped these off here where this upper snap ring, or front snap ring, comes in. You can see that it's only maybe 3/4 of the way around, or 7/8 of the way around, and so there's a lot of stress on these lugs here, and so I broke those off on the other trans, or I know there's at least a couple of them, but now for sure we're going to get this trans going. So all my hard parts at a glance looked alright. We'll get a rebuild kit coming for it and see if this thing will go down the road and be alright or not. So that's where we're at now. I'm going to get a hold of my buddy and see if I can use his parts cleaner to wash this thing up. We'll see how that goes. Hey guys, it's about a week later now. Finally got all my parts in for the transmission. Got her cleaned up best I could. My buddy's jet washer, I guess he doesn't have hooked up yet, so he's still waiting to get 3-phase out there to run that. So I just got it power washed off best I could, so most of the junk's off of it. It's absolutely of Blackie quality, so there's nothing to be upset about with that. So anyway, she's kind of stained and all that, but it just is what it is. We're gonna get her going. So anyways, got all my parts in. So this is my master rebuild kit here, all my seals, gaskets, all that good stuff. And then in here I've got all my pistons, reverse band, engine braking band, all the clutches down underneath, all my replacement bushings, new filter. Here we got the TransGo shift kit. This is separate here, the Sonax torque converter clutch lockup valve, so you definitely want to get one of those in your old 80 if she's worn out.
But otherwise, we got the Transgo kit. Comes with some free horsepower. And then here, new wiring harness, internal wiring harness for it too. So hopefully that'll cover everything. So I was very pleased with this kit. This just come off Amazon here, Trans Parts Warehouse. So anyway, put that same kit in the original Blackie Trans and didn't have any issues with any of those parts. So very pleased. So just going to put that back in this one. So anyway, without further ado, let's get into it. Hey guys, coming back to you. So I had a little setback. So when I was putting my pump in, I actually broke the thrust washer, plastic thrust washer that goes back in there. This guy here. And so I actually broke that putting it together, and so I had a little setback. I was waiting a few days for that to show up so I could get a new one. So got that, and then I just slapped the pump in there. I put my shift kit in, and then I got the valve body back on. So we're ready to rock and roll. I got to get the filter and the pan on, and we're ready to put this thing in Blackie. I'm undecided if I'm going to use the torque converter that's in Blackie right now, or if I'm going to try and give the used one that come with this Trans a shot, and I think I will. But for now, let's get the pan on it, and then this thing will be ready to go in. The camera died there at the end, but I got the pan on and I got my input speed sensor and the dummy plug back in there, so transmission is all set to go. And then I slipped the torque converter in there, so that's ready to rock and roll. Alright guys, I just got the transmission in there and fluids all set, topped off, both transfer case and transmission. And we'll go take it for a rip here and see if we did any good or not. So I changed the oil while I had it up in the air too, but camera died while I was hanging on there. So anyway, sorry about that, but here we are and we're gonna go for a rip. Pretty nasty weather out, but it is what it is. Typical springtime here. Alright, got every bit of first gear right there. Let's see what happens out here. Second. Third. Nice. Nice. Get her up here and get her up to cruising speed. Make sure we got overdrive and lock up. Throw a few miles on it first. And then we'll start abusing it a little bit and see what she'll do. Ooh, it's a good second. Good third, fourth. Got no fourth. Maybe if I kick it up in overdrive. Ooh! Shifter's a little sloppy, so you don't always get it right. Alright, we got a transmission. Nice. Stand on it a little bit here. Oh yeah. Holding nicely. Now let's give her the old what for here. Get her straightened out a little bit. She likes going to Hammertown. Then you gotta give her the 55 mile an hour to wide open throttle. Make sure you can get around traffic if you're going for the pass. Oh yeah, she's holding good. She's a mover. Exciting stuff, Rado. Woo! Now she's all said and done and we got the trans all finished up and swapped in there. Here's the old one out on the bench. Take a look at all of our clutches here. Didn't show anybody any of this stuff when I was tearing it apart. It's not transmission. Let's go those, and alright, so first off, this is the snap ring here for the intermediate clutch. So the lugs that I think are broke out of this case, this is the snap ring that actually retains the intermediate clutch here. And so the shift kit comes with a bigger ring, just a little beefier, and it's supposed to help with the lug blowout, so hopefully it does. I put that in there. And so this is the engine braking band here, so not a whole lot of wear on that, so which I didn't you don't usually expect there to be, I guess, on a truck that's not really, I guess, doing a whole lot. But anyways, so that, here's the reverse band, and that one didn't look terrible, but the issue with these is that they're kind of a cast piece, if you look at it real close, more than like a just regular steel like that. And so these get real brittle and they'll break over time. And so anyways, just replace that when she's out there. So this right here, this is the engine braking clutch here. Doesn't look terrible. And let's see, two of these are the same here. Well, I know that this here is my intermediate, and so you can see there it's pretty well wasted, was definitely slipping. Got a bunch of hot spots in the steels. So there's that one. This is 4th gear clutch here, and didn't look terrible. There's that one. So otherwise, then here we've got 3rd reverse, and then the director. I don't know, 1st gear, whatever it works for 1st gear, low reverse, 1st, 3rd, yada yada. Pretty burnt up. So, and like I say, I remember this thing was shifting super sloppy. So, yep, lack of friction there. None of the clutches are totally burnt off or nothing, but obviously you can just see that they're getting hot. You can see all the discoloration around it. I hope that you can see the discoloration on it. But anyway, so there's all the clutches that I took out of it, and then otherwise I just threw everything else in the trash. Not really worth going over all the little seals and stuff. So, but excellent, excellent. We should be on the road to running and driving Blackie again. Fingers crossed. And we're back from our drive, and we turned our 4L slush box into a 4L80. It shifts pretty good now, so I'm happy with that. And I think we're going to get hopefully at least a couple more years out of this thing the way I drive it. I wouldn't expect a whole lot more than that, but who knows how much more time Blackie's got on her. So it's kind of got one foot in the grave as it is, but man, I just love this truck, and it's just simple to work on, and parts are simple and available. So, but Rado, he likes riding in here too. If you notice all this room here in the old 88 to 98 vintage, everybody knows what I'm talking about. More so the 88 to 94s. Just got so much room out here. Rado, he can come out here, he just does 360s in his seat and all that. Gets to jump across. Bench seat, all the ladies at the bank, they just love him. So anyway, it's all I'm saying is it's a good fit. The truck's just a good fit for me. It's old, it's pathetic looking. I like it. Fits in out here in the middle of nowhere, Michigan, here in the Thumb area. So it's what I'm all about, and I appreciate everybody watching. So anyways, I'll catch you on the next one. Give the video a like, even comment or subscribe if you want to see some more content that's similar. And I appreciate you guys watching. We'll catch you on the next one. Throw up my GPS here, and you guys can see just how rowdy Blackie can be. Alright, I assume that's in the picture there. Let me go for it. Not bad.